we are entering into another chapter, chapter 5, emerging modes of business. The people are familiar with the changes happened in the conduct of business these days. If you are looking at business or even any activities around us, we can see a lot of technologies involved. Lot of technology, use of computers are coming into being, or we use internet. So in this chapter we are going to study about how business is conducted through electronic media, electronic sources, and what are the aspects regarding that. So basically in this chapter we will be discussing about conducting of business with the electronic support or internet, through internet, how business can be conducted. So we are entering into the chapter emerging modes of business, and in emerging modes of business, as according to the revision in the syllabus, we will be seeing e-business, what e-business is and what are the scope of e-business and what all benefits do we have in e-business and what are the limitations of e-business. This is what we are going to see in this chapter. So first and foremost, we have to understand what is the meaning of e-business. E-business is nothing more than conducting of industry, trade and commerce using computer networks. So by the term e-business, it means that we are conducting industry, trade and commerce using computer network. With the help of internet, with the help of computer networks, we are carrying out the production related aspects, we are conducting the exchange related aspects, and we are conducting reaching of goods from producers to consumer with the help of computer networks, and it comprises various business transactions and functions conducted electronically. So all these functions which were manually done, or earlier what we were doing with the help of persons or salesmen, we are doing it with the help of electronic media, and we are doing it with the help of computer networks, or to call it easily, with the help of internet. So that is what is meant by e-business. There is another term we use very similar or corollary to e-business, that is e-commerce. Often we mistakenly use e-commerce and e-business. Many a times it is considered as the same, but there is a slight difference. When e-business is conducting industry, trade, commerce and such functions, all the functions related to carrying out of business with the help of electronic media, we call it e-business. And when we come to e-commerce, it is firms' interactions with the customers and suppliers over internet. So it is basically reaching of goods from producers to consumers, so the transaction between customers, transaction between suppliers. Whereas when we go to e-business, we can see even production, distribution, marketing, such a lot of functions, such a lot of activities happen in e-business. So compared to e-business, e-commerce scope is comparatively less, whereas e-business have a wider scope. Scope wise there is difference, and e-commerce is just only one part of e-business. It is only one part of e-business. E-business is wider in scope. It involves large amount of activities, even to production, even to marketing, even to management of raw materials. Such a lot of things comes in e-business, but e-commerce is just restricted to transaction between suppliers and customers, this reaching of goods. So e-commerce is just only a part of e-business. That means e-business is having a wider scope. E-commerce is a part of e-business. So you have to understand that Even though we are using both simultaneously, it has difference. Scope wise it has different, meaning wise it has difference. And now, what are the scope of e-business? In which all area e-business, or in which are the aspects in which e-business is there? First one is B2B commerce. B2B. B2B means business to business. Here, when we look at B2B business, the persons or the parties involved in this transactions are business to business transaction, maybe purchase of goods, or what to say, interaction among the business, maybe for purchasing raw materials from one business is being purchased by another, what to say, placing orders, for monitoring production, delivery of components, making payments. When it is happening between business, and networks are being used for that. When both the parties, placing order is done by one firm and the order is received by another firm, payment is made by one firm, payment is received by another firm, that means both the ends, both the parties will be business itself. So, if the transaction between two business happen in e-business, we call it by the name B2B commerce, B2B commerce, business to business. So, that is one area where e-business is having scope for transactions between business parties, both will be business firms. Second one is B2C commerce. B2C commerce, where at one end it will be, or one party will be business and second party will be customer. One party will be business and second party will be customer. And what to say, it can be for promotion, it can be for delivery of products, it can be for payment. So, in this area, when these transactions are happening between business and customers, maybe marketing, maybe promotion, and even delivery of products, all these things are coming under B2C commerce, because one end it will be business firm and other end it will be customer. And what to say, B2C commerce is ensuring or enabling the business to keep contact with the customers all the 24 hours or round the clock, we can say. We can get the what to say, service is being provided with the help of B2C commerce. The whole 24 hours round the clock service is being provided, or business firm can be in touch with the customer with B2C commerce. And there is one more thing which is coming. When we are talking about B2C commerce, many times we feel that it is one-sided transaction, but at times there can be C2B commerce. C2B commerce, that means customers is getting a chance to transact with what to say, business firms. Call centers are best example for that. Customers are getting connected to the call centers for what to say, making their queries or complaints. So, in that way there is using networks, even customer can get connected with the business. So, B2C commerce we are talking, and oft times at times it can be C2B commerce also. B2C commerce we are talking business to customers. So, that is another area or another area of scope of e-business. So, that is also a part of e-business. Now, coming on to intra-B commerce. Intra-B commerce Intra-B-commerce is the transactions within the firm. Within the firm means within the departments, within the sections, when communication is done, when orders are being placed, or interactions or dealings between different departments or different officials within the firm. Use of intranet. And when we are using it for communication, we are using it for inventory management, cash management, utilization of plant and machinery, customer order, human resource, all these things within the firm. When networks are being used, it comes under intra-B-commerce. Networks within the firm is used for carrying out transactions, carrying out communications within the firm. That is called as intra-B-commerce. Again, that is another area of scope of e-business, because it is with the help of networks. Intranet is being used. Now, coming on to fourth one, that is C2C commerce. C2C commerce, both the end it will be customers. Business originates from customer, business ends with the customer. So, C2C commerce, and it is for usually C2C commerce is used for such kind of products which doesn't have an existing market. For example, used books or used things. You can the best example we can say is OLX, because their customer is customer is putting an ad for selling something which he was using, and another customer who is in need of that is placing order. So, their transactions happen between two customers. So, that is what is called as C2C commerce. C2C commerce, where customers will be at both the ends and transactions happen between them with the help of e-business, or with the help of electronic gadgets or internet networks. Electronic networks are being used to connect one customer with another customer, and transactions happen between them. That is called as C2C commerce, and these are the areas of scope of e-business. B2B commerce, that is business to business commerce, business to customer commerce, intra-B commerce, and customer to customer commerce. Now, we are trying to see what are the benefits of e-business. What all benefits do we have when we are conducting business with the help of electronic networks? First one is that is ease of formation and lower investment. It doesn't have much of trouble. It doesn't have much of trouble, or procedural requirements are there. A person who may not be having that much of net worth, that means that person may not have a lot of money to invest, but if he is having network contacts, that person can start a business with the help of a computer, with the help of internet. They can very easily start, and even they don't need to invest for some fixed assets. For running a restaurant, for running a restaurant business, they may not be in need of they may not be in need of a particular place may be required. Even they can provide food, or they can get the customer connected with the best eateries. So, if they are able to be in contact, and if they can make it happen with the help of the network, the contacts they are having, if they can connect the customer with the best eatery, that is a business where a person can fetch. So, their investment is not required that much, but if they can have best contacts, and if they have a computer with internet connection, and if they can connect both these parties, they can go for a business. So, there even business can be started with the least investment and with a computer and an internet connection. So, their formation procedural problems are not there. There is no much procedure to go with, just maybe registration, all these things may be required, nothing more than that. Like as we are running a restaurant with a building and all, such kind of procedural problems will not be there. So, ease of formation and lower investment is one of the benefits. Second one is convenience. Convenience means when we are using e-business, we can get or we can avail the services round the clock, 365 into 7 into 24. That means all the 365 days, 7 days of week, 24 hours of a day, customer can get connected with business, business can get connected with the customer. So, at the convenience of the customer, business can happen. Anytime service is available from wherever and whatever they are and however they are, they can perform the business with the help of e-business. That is another convenience. Third one is speed. Third one is speed. At the click of a mouse, they can get the transaction happen. Maybe depositing money, maybe placing an order for food, maybe looking for a hotel booking, whichever be, they can have the transactions done just within the click of a mouse. So, within a short time, the cycle time will be less. Cycle time means time between placing an order and its a fulfillment. The cycle time will be very less when we are using e-business. So, that is another benefit of e-business. Fourth one is global reach, global access. From any part of the world, from any part of the country, any product which we require, we can get it through the help of or with the help of these networks. We can place orders, we can get products from any part of the world, and we can get the best possible product, best possible service from any part of the world. Now, the last one is paperless society. Paperless society, that means with the introduction of computer, network system, the use of paper, the use of paperworks are very less, and the filing, getting some permissions or getting connected with the government authorities, such kind of things happens through internet with the help of networks, and it has helped us to bring down to a greater level the amount of paperwork done, and the activities are becoming speedy, and as a result of that administrative reform, speeding of processes, all these things are happening. So, paperless society, less of paperwork is another benefit we are gaining through e-business. Now, when we are talking about the benefits, there can be possible problems also. That is the last topic what we are going to see. Limitations of e-business, low personal touch. When we are looking at e-business, there is no personal touch. It is not a tailor-made, it is not custom-made, it is a general, made for in general. It is not having a personal touch. When we are taking some dress, when we are stitching certain things, it is for a common size or common group, in a common way it is being prepared. It is not particularly made. For example, garments or toiletries, it is not up to each person's choice. There is no, when we are going to a tailor shop and a tailoring shop, and when we are stitching, it is made according to our likes, our fits, everything. But when it is happening through when we are placing order through online for a garment, it is made in general, in common. It is not for a particular person. It's a small, large or XL, whatever be. So it's commonly made. Again, we may have to go for further works on it. So there is the amount of personal touch on products. Personal touch for products is not there in e-business. That is a major limitation. Then second one is incongruence between order taking and fulfillment. Certain time there can be, I said no, cycle time can be very long due to various reasons. But maybe technical reason or what to say, other reasons. Basically technical reasons, it can create a lot of time gap between placing of order and fulfillment of order. Certain times system can get hang or the website can get hang, whatever be, such kind of network issues, technical reasons, many a times it will test the patience of customers. So that is also considered as a major problem for e-business. E-business can create a lot of time difference, lot of time gap between the time of placing an order and receipt of the order. So that can be another problem. Then need for technological capabilities, another problem. A common, when we are looking at business, earlier it was just reading, writing and what to say, a little bit of arithmetic can help in business. So that was the basic requirement. You must know to read the things, you must know to write the things, and you must know to calculate how much and all. But when we are coming to e-business, there is a technological know-how required. How to use internet, how to place order, how to pay payment. So such kind of what to say, digital knowledge or technical knowledge, technical know-how is required for carrying out e-business. So that can be a problem. Many of the persons who are a bit aged and all, they are not having that much of technical know-how. So it can create trouble if we are carrying out transactions through e-business. Increase risk due to anonymity. Nowadays you must be reading that there is a lot of person losing money, saying that they have got some what to say, price, so they have to give money, they have to pay transaction money, this and that, and when they are paying money, they are getting cheated, and when they are checking, they are not able to find from which source it is, from Kenya, it is from other countries and all, many a time. So there is chance for unidentified sources. We may not be able to what to say, we may not be able to identify the identity of the parties. Technologically we can have up to a level we can act as a party which is invisible, or we can use technology in order to cheat a person. So we may not be able to, customer may not be able to identify the source of the party. So that can create a risk. A lot of persons lose money, a lot of persons may not be, because they are not seeing each other. It is through networks they are getting connected, and many a time when we go in search of the parties, we may not be able to find them. There is chance of risk for that. And people's resistance. People resistance, what to say, when something new is being brought, people feel a bit stressed when they are using technology. People use stressed, or they feel insecure. How if transaction is done through that, whether other persons will get access to my bank, or when they don't know how it has gone, if a window comes, how to operate it. So when new technology is being brought in, there is a chance that people can resist to that. We will follow the same old method, we don't want nothing new. There can be a resistance from people when something new, when something which requires a bit more of understanding, bit more of work, people may resist. That can happen in case of e-business also. And last one is ethical fallouts. Ethical fallouts. Many of our personal information, many of our personal things which we have updated in electronic media, those persons who are well versed in, they can hack our information and use it in a wronger way. So many a times e-business has such a problem. Our phone numbers, address, even photos, it can be used by other parties for wronger things, and it can create a problem. So there is ethics, many a times certain ethics are not followed in e-business. That is also another problem. So we were talking about e-business, e-commerce, the benefits, the scope and the limitations of e-business.